Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, I'm glad to report that today is a very happy aftermath after that absolute thrashing of West Ham last night. I mean, what an incredible performance by Arsenal. Brilliant performance. We want to see that every week. I want to see that sort of performance that I saw last night. I mean, that was the old Arsenal back. That was the old Arsenal back, and it was so great to be talking to fans after the game, and everybody was happy, and it was just excellent. And to me, they kind of continued on from the second half performance against Chelsea, and it was very encouraging to see them playing at that tempo and the passing and the shooting, and I was just pleased all round yesterday. I mean, I couldn't pick out a bad player for Arsenal last night. Well done, lads. Brilliant performance. And I'm glad that I'm not here criticising this man and criticising that man, because I'm just so positive about last night's performance. I'm going to get into the tweets because we've had loads of tweets this week. People obviously very pleased with the performance. Starting off with Ahmed El Balawi. He said, that second half performance made my day. It was amazing passing and goals, and we've got to take this into the next games. And he said, Poldy's screamer. I mean, what a goal that was. I was sitting fairly near to the West Ham fans, and they'd just been making up ear noise because, you know, their player did score a very good goal. But that Podolski reply, I mean, that was a world-class strike. Brilliant. Luca Quarta says, I think we played absolutely brilliant. Podolski, great to see him back. Hopefully him and Oxlade-Chamberlain will start on Saturday, and hope we can win on the seaside. I second that. I'm going to be there on Saturday, and hope we can definitely get a performance. And if we play like that against Brighton, there's no doubt we'll win that game. But we must play like that. We cannot go into that game taking it lightly. We've got to play like how we played, particularly in that second half last night. And if we do, we'll blow Brighton away. Jonathan Seymour says, we were superb tonight. As brilliant as Poldy's performance was, Rambo provided a very mature and solid performance. And we're always criticising, well, I have criticised Rambo a lot on this show and around the grounds over the season so far. But last night, I thought he was brilliant. Well done. Excellent performance by Aaron Ramsey. Coogan Cassius, my mate from iFilm London, he said, that was the Arsenal we all know tonight. Seen far too little of them this season. And that's very true. DK Gooners says, amazing team display. Poldy stood out like a sore thumb, 3 points in the bag, and no ball boy was hurt in the making of this result. After seeing that that incident with a ball boy with Eden Hazard, now I know why he went to Chelsea. Because obviously Eden Hazard ain't got no class. I mean, he shouldn't have done that. That was out of order. Not going to get into that because that's Chelsea's affair. But no ball boy. I love that tweet. I think that's the tweet of the week there. DK McGooner. No ball boy was hurt in the making of this result. Love that one. Wall Dalagy. I hope I pronounced that right, Wall. Podolski is a poison. Great performance. Big up our German machine. Excellent performance by Podolski. Brilliant goals, assists. He was just awesome last night. Boyce Arsenal said, Ramsey tonight was different. We like to give him a hard time, but I'll be the first to admit that he was pretty decent. And he's put there hashtag way to go Rambo. And again, yeah, definitely, you know, we've got to big up Rambo for last night. He was brilliant last night. Marius Bagaston says, and where can I get one of those t-shirts? Piece of art, man. I would love one of those. I think he's going on about the Bully t-shirts. We'll come to those in a bit. May said, I need one of those t-shirts. He's going on about the... Let me just mention those. Bully last night. Go and make sure you check out our fan talks. We interviewed Bully after the game, and we presented him with a t-shirt in Bully We Trust t-shirt. Make sure you check out that video. I'll give you some details on the end of the show. Everybody's been going mad about these t-shirts. If you're interested in getting one of them, I'll tell you a bit about that at the end of the show. Leon Leckie says, much better. but now it's important to win the next one. Here, I agree with you 100% there. Ramesses Placinia says, if we play like we did today throughout the whole match, we can beat anyone. The window's closing, and I hope Wenger gets some players. Now, Mohamed Diarmi was playing last night, and he looked to be a player that may be on his way to Arsenal. He may be the player that they're going to get for that defensive midfield position. Looks like Jan Mavia is going to be joining Ruben Kazam. Wenger obviously has been put off by his discipline issues. That can be the only reason I can think why, excuse my cold, why he hasn't gone for Jan Mavia. Maybe it's going to be Diarmi. Makes sense, only 3.5 million, he's available. Makes sense, I suppose. And we definitely need a defensive midfielder. Aaron Charles said, great performance. Big up Sanya, Ramsey and Giroud. Surprised by the number of empty seats, he says. The board needs to take note. There were some empty seats there. Like, I wouldn't say it was a mass problem of empty seats. And of course, the board won't take note of it because those seats that are empty that you would have seen last night are probably season ticket holders anyway. So they've already got the money for it. So I don't think the board will be... You know, the capacity last night, I didn't see the attendance figures, but the attendance figures for last night are still probably 60,000. So, to be honest, I don't think it's going to worry them. It's not. Danny Meehan says, better in the second half. Was pleased with the fight back at 1-0. All the boys played well. Podolski proved what he can do. Gooners says, great to see sexy football back at the Emirates. Hear, hear. We need to have that tempo in every game and for a full 90 minutes. And that's what I was saying earlier. Why can't we do that for a full 90 minutes? It's like it takes us to get a goal down to warm us up. And then we just get going. We can't, as we saw against Chelsea on Saturday, we can't afford to concede these early goals. Let's go like that from the beginning. Let's put teams under pressure from the start. And then we will start to get excellent results. Couple more here from Boyce Arsenal. He says, after Thomas Vermaelen's injury, Rambo probably the best game in years. Theo, 16 goals already this season. That's huge. Combine all that with Santi's technical skills, Podolski's passion and Giroud's finishing, and you get a good team. Just need a couple additions to make it great, and I agree with that. I've been saying for weeks, that's a couple of world-class players, and we'll have a team that can challenge. Hardy Singh said, I thought we were class last night. Ramsey impressed a lot and Podolski, Giroud and Walcott were quality, along with Santi and Jack. Lovely Gunnar says, though neither Giroud or Podolski is RVP, but the combination of both calls for optimism. That's very interesting indeed. Chris Farmer Hancock says, top draw boys, I was dying for one more goal. He goes, he had 80-1 on a 6-1 bet. 80-1 that Arsenal would win 6-1 last night. He said, I would have been buzzing. Oh, I feel sorry for you, mate. I feel sorry for you. And I'll tell you what, if there hadn't have been that injury, I think, to the West Ham player, Potts, I think it was, who got injured, I think we'd have probably went on and got about 7 last night. I mean, we were flying. That break of about 15 minutes kind of killed the game. And it was almost like as if after that, it's almost as if Arsenal sort of felt sorry for West Ham and said, oh, you know what? We'll see if we can get another goal, but we're not going to bust our gut. We've got a game on Saturday. And, you know, it kind of killed the vibes a bit. Otherwise, I think it would have probably been more than 6. Could have been about 7. Flitz Laguna says, although it was a good victory, here comes somebody to kill down and dampen everything down now. He says, although it was a good victory, we need to start beating the bigger teams. 5 points out of 21 now from the teams above us. Very true. We do need to start beating some of those teams above us, and we've got some of them coming up. We've got Tottenham coming up. We've got Man United coming up, and that's when we're going to be able to measure where we're going to get to this season. Mohamed Ansari says, the match was damn good, but can we do it every time in the next games? Jakey says, performance we can be proud of. Sanya had an improvement, and it was brilliant to see Ramsey play central again. All around a big win for us. I mean, it must have done Aaron Ramsey's confidence a whirl of good last night. And I do agree, Sanya was much better. Much better last night. Aman Goal says, Brighton's a tough place to go to. Hopefully we will get the job done and start the game well, unlike the last 3 games. Definitely. We cannot take that Brighton game lightly. We saw, I mean, I'm sure the players are going to know and remember that Bradford game. So they cannot take Brighton lightly. Cannot. But if we get stuck into them early, get a couple of goals up, it could be a hammering. But if we mess about, it's going to be a tough game. Johnny Short says, quality example of attacking football, just shows what we can do when we shoot in front of goal. Give Jack the armband. Lots of tweets this week. Been so grateful for all those tweets that have been coming in. And of course, great result. Now, not too long until that window shuts. Who are we going to sign? That's what I'm thinking of. Lots of our targets are disappearing. I mean, Mavia's gone now. We're not going to be able to get him. Mbian Yang, another player we was linked to, he's gone to Newcastle. It's going to be very interesting who Arsenal sign. And we can't get carried away by last night. We still need to make a couple of signings. We definitely need a defensive midfielder. We definitely, I think, need a world-class striker. Could the David Villa deal be back on? Rumours this week that he wants to leave Barcelona again. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And we're going to be doing some specials next week on the transfer window. We're going to be doing a special hangout on the transfer window. So make sure you look out for that. Going back to what I was talking about, the Bully interviews, make sure you check them out this week. And we presented Bully with a t-shirt and the place has been going crazy. Everybody wanting one of those Bully t-shirts. If you're interested in one of them Bully t-shirts, look out for some of the information below this video. You can get some information on how to get those to get those t-shirts. They're just a limited edition t-shirt, so you have to get in early if you want one of those In Bully We Trust t-shirts. Also, if you want one of these Arsenal Fan TV hoodies or Arsenal Fan TV t-shirts, check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to hook us up on Twitter. You know, we love talking to all the fans. We try to respond to all your comments as much as we possibly can. And keep it locked in here. This is Arsenal Fan TV. Checking out. Thanks for tuning in. Hope when we're back next week, we're back with another positive result.